Hey guys, Cyndaf here, and welcome back to Factorio Modded. We are here still with our build, although if any of you actually play Factorio yourselves, you will notice that Factorio has been updated to the 14.18 build. But this is not 14.18, this is still 13.2. Because for two very major reasons, and that is one, uranium power has not, last time I checked anyway, when 14.18 or 13, whatever it was, whatever the latest stable is, was released, uranium power was not ported over to that build. So we would lose uranium power. And another thing is that Angel has changed, or Angel's mod has changed, so that this stuff is no longer under Angel's refining. They've changed the mod so it's now under Angel's processing, which I believe would completely ruin the game that we have now and would require a new start. Well, it would anyway, because uranium power would go missing and either all this would disappear or the game just wouldn't load. And if all this disappears, then we lose all of our power generation. And because Angel's refining, it changed to Angel's processing, these would either disappear or... well, best hope would be that it all stays where it is and everything will be converted over using the same files and everything would be okay and hunky-dory. But that's best case scenario and would require a lot of messing about otherwise. But anyway, we're going to carry on with 13.2 until either I decide to switch over to a new game or version 15 comes out, whichever is sooner. Because once 15 is out, they're going to be introducing a uranium power mod, or uranium power in the base game, so there is that. Right, anyway, that's the old awkward introduction out the way, and explain why I haven't switched over to the latest stable. So, what were we going to do? We were going to do something at the end of the last episode. I cannot remember what. I never can I? I believe we were going to increase the old saphirite production chain here, which would be very beneficial. I'm not entirely sure what the clog is. There's enough saphirite just about, but only because it's not being processed. I think if we speed up this line and see what happens then. So let's get a load of fast transport belts. In fact, let's put fast transport belts into production. Ah yes, speaking, now I remember production. We were going to produce explosives for use with making depleted uranium shells. And for explosives, we need coal, sulfur and water, which isn't all that difficult to come across. Because we have sulfur, we have coal, and we have a water line. There, one water line. So coal, sulfur, water. I could literally produce explosives right here. And I will. Explosive rocketry completed. Anything that does not require... we need those. Definitely need those. So, do I extend the coal vein? Or do I extend the coal line even? Which I'm going to have to move at one point when I change these into electric furnaces. I'd rather not use all the coal just for... It's fine, looks like I'll be able to route it around here, because these will be changed into electric furnaces as well. I can actually do that fairly soon, because I've got... Oh, no, I only have the first electric furnace. Which is better than the steel furnace. It's about the same, it's the same energy consumption, just in electricity rather than coal. Right, that's that. Let's get that one as well. And it's got the same crafting speed, it's just less pollution. We just need advanced circuits. We don't need bricks because I can take all the steel furnaces down and convert them into bricks. We've got plenty of advanced circuits, just need the bricks. I have to store the old iron production for a while. But we need to increase iron throughput anyway. But first explosives, before I forget again. So we could just do it here. It's done in a chemical factory, isn't it? Yes, chemical factory. Should we have two doing explosives? Or just the one? Just the one, I think, for now. We can always double it up later. If needed. So we're going to stick it... let's stick it... Let's stick it there. That way if I need to double it up I can have one on the other side. Just a pipe. One pipe, one pipe. One pipe. Explosives. Let's water in. As need is the sulfur and coal to go in. So... And what I could do is I could combine the lines. Let's do that. Let's combine the lines. Because we're not going to be using sulfur for anything else, to be honest. And that way we don't need to move anything. We can just have it straight in the middle. We can have it outputting... Where's me outputting? Outputting. Use English. We can have it outputting like that. Oh, that's sulfur on the wrong line. There we go. Yeah, take that. Take that as well. So we can have it, we'll have to have it long armed output. You know what, we might as well use two. It's not really going to eat the resources any quicker, because we're still going to produce the same amount of explosives just in a short time frame. So there, plus one pipe, explosives. That was in the wrong place, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. It's because I didn't do it even away from this pipe. This one should have been one down. But never mind. That's fine. I can just sit there like that. And then you can output there as well. We can just change you to the inner lane. There we go. And like And we have explosives. We just need inserters like that and power. There we go, we have the explosives. So all we need to do is run them down to here, where I'm using the 0.2 uranium pellets, which is easy enough to do. I go wee like that. So there's the 0.2 uranium pellets. And then we just need to make depleted uranium shells. I suppose we can have 2 factories doing that. Don't see why not. It probably won't work out that it's all that useful. Well, it won't work out that it's all that quick. We'll have to move them up. Like so. Give me your stuff. And there to the end. So steel can move over. And there's my uranium pellets. Ah, curses. I did it again. I didn't move it over far enough. And make those, please. You just... Oop. There, done. Express underground belts? Yeah. Let's have those. You take those off my hands. I'll keep the steel because that's quite handy. Do I have steel? Right. A bit like that. And like that. They take a lot of explosives, don't they? 20 explosives each. I don't think 2 is actually going to be a good system there, so we'll limit that down to 1. I'm just not going to produce explosives quick enough to feed 2. So we'll feed 1. And we'll have you outputting right there. And right there like that. See, that's a steel chest. We are going to change that to a passive provider. And then we're going to build another passive provider. Right there. And they just need power. There we go. Yeah, take those and those. Yeah, that's that done. That was one thing I said I was going to set up. many batteries have been used? Oh no, it's the box one, didn't I? That's fine. They go to there, but that's not really very helpful. Am I going to need to produce anything that requires blue processors? Probably, but nothing I can't just use a logistics robot to deliver. So we'll do that instead. Now I have a spare assembling machine. Okay, that's that done. We will get these upgraded as well. We need to do the iron. So let's do that. Shall we make advanced drills though? That is the question. Shall we make advanced drills? It requires a lot of iron to make advanced drills. They're not really that much more helpful. They just mine a little bit quicker. And that is all they do. And the second question is, do we deliver it by belt or do we deliver it by robot? Because we need to go kill some aliens. We do indeed need to go and kill some aliens. How many bots have we got in the air? $102 logistics. We need more because there's none free. So let's go and put some more in the air. Let's have those if you don't mind. There we go. That's 204. We'll probably just use regular drills because none of this is infinite, so there's no point in using better drills. So what? That's 6. I just like that way. That's 10. That'll do. I haven't got any iron in the network. Which means our greens have stopped. And then everything went dark. Right, it's definitely time to sort out this iron problem we've got. Let's have... I was going to say maximum efficiency, but that little bit on the end there is not really efficient, is it? Because you're cutting off more than you're using. We could probably get another 2 in there. Probably. Yum. And I think we'll have... need to get it up here. I mean, I could do it by belt. It's certainly possible to do it by belt. Because I believe it would require pretty much all of my logistics robots to do it by robot. So I may as well do it by belt. And I said I was actually going to speed up the other belt before I did this one, but apparently I just lied to myself. Ah well. There we go, we've still got a bit of sapphirite not being used, but I suppose we should use it. This bit's not worth it, but this bit probably is. Oh, it'll deplete some other bits a bit quicker, but okay, that's in the way. Well, that'll do. Now to do all the lines. I'll have to have them all merge in somewhere. Advanced material processing done. That gives us the green furnaces. So what next? I think that one. It's not going to hurt if our tank cannons hurt more. Yeah, just think of how to do this in the most efficient manner. And then they need to do this. And then this. He's going to clog up pretty quick, but never mind. Curses, we're going to need a longer belt than that. We're going to need the super long belt. Better stop pressing E. Oh, we can get it all the way over here, which is handy. I'm actually going to run it this way. Okay, I'm going to need more of those. A few more of those. I can get around there myself, which I can't. Come robots, feed me! So now we just need to go up to here. So you may as well do this in a big old straight line. Using another one of those. To right there. like maximum. Kind of. Right, well, let's get that firing a little first. Since it is being produced. And then let's connect up the rest of them. Tank cannon shell damage 3. No harm in having our tank shells do more damage to the enemy. Curses. I'm going to get them all with the one pole. There we go. Lots of ore mining. Producing lots of ore. Ouch, that was a lot of iron. Did not want to do that. Wee snake. There's a lot of gear wheels I could have done without producing myself. But it's done now. Hopefully this should speed up the rate at which crushed ore goes, or the ore's going through, but it's not going to because it's bottlenecking, that's why. But we've increased the yield, so that's fine. Some of these drills are about to run out of ore. And when these fast belts, I shall speed up the line here. It's going to require more than 40. That much is obvious. There we go. Well, that's definitely got 'em working now, hasn't it? Still going to need more of those though. So I may need some along there as well. So, gear wheels. Give me gear wheels. It has, however, reached the end. I think it's about time I upgraded these facilities to Mark IIIs. If I can increase the throughput of Saphirite enough, then I can get more iron products out of the door. Give me gear wheels. Give me all of the gear wheels. I have some ore in my inventory again. There we go. We'll just use all of the gearballs I picked up. And then we need to sort these out. But first, let's finish sorting this out. Another thing I could do is also process the ore better. Not the crushed stuff, but this stuff. Could I process the crushed stuff? I could, didn't I? Yeah. Don't know why I would. It produces a lot more copper than iron, so not really a lot of point. But we can refine all of the iron up to purified iron. And purified iron makes quite a bit of iron ore. Although, well, I'm not actually sure if that's true. I'm pretty sure it just produces 10 iron from 10 purified iron ore. Whereas I think the rest just produce 2, 4, 6... 7 from 10. Okay. So it does produce more. It produces 10 iron from 10 purified, whereas this produces 7 iron from 10 crushed. So you gain a little. Not a lot, but you gain a little. You gain... the gains are worth it. Sort of. Although you do have to use a lot more. Factory techniques, some of which I don't have yet because, well, I do. Actually no I don't, because it requires purple. Oh look at that, just enough belts. Perfect. That seems to flow just about quick enough. Right, these need to be converted into Mark 3s before the end of this episode. I could do Mark 4s now. Not sure I need a Mark 4. Then I could do a Mark 4. Let's start with Mark 3s. I'll have the old yellow ones. So we just need lots of bricks. We've got all the circuitry, we just need bricks. Let's go find some bricks. Yeah, take this off my hands. Bricks, we need you. We need you bricks. There we go. I already have 2 ore sorting facilities on me. So I only need another 2. There we go. And then we'll have another 2 spare. I suppose I can recycle. Might as well. I can always produce them again if I need them. If I remember rightly, up here I was producing another nuclear reactor. But I haven't started yet because it needs bricks. Well, there's 100, and I suppose we can get you your 25. And 25, there we go. That's a nuclear reactor. Not that I need it, I just want to make it. For the future. Future-proofing. And to show you how to use a nuclear reactor with these steam engines, which I'm going to need more of. I need another 10. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And boom! And there goes production. You can have that. You can have that. This side can't keep up. There you go, have another one. And I have far too much iron travelling down the system. I hope I can keep up with the production requirements. And we have the ability to make electric furnace 2s, which require efficiency modules. Four efficiency modules for each furnace. That's a lot of efficiency modules, but we can do that. In fact, we can set up a little assembling grid. If we just have a blueprint. Let's have a blueprint book as well, to store our blueprints. That way we don't have an inventory full of blueprints. We need to open it, so there we go. Store that one in there. Oh, okay, can't store the deconstruction planner. Well, we'll keep it anyway. But we need to set up a little blueprint, so where shall you produce these circuits? And by circuits I mean modules. It requires green and reds. We could just do it by delivery, and we probably will do it by delivery, so it doesn't really matter where we set it up. We can set it up anywhere. Now looking at this bobmium here, when I eventually call this one quits and roll on to the next version, I'll probably be doing Bob's mod to check that out, because Angel's mod adds stuff for this section, the processing section, processing the ores, whereas Bob's mod adds stuff for this section, the manufacturing section, and part of Angel's mod also, well, in the new version, Angel's mod does something for oil refining and stuff. So Bob's mod may be next, if I can figure out which things I need for Bob's mod, because it's not just one pack or easily labelled, there's lots of them. I suppose I just find all the stuff made by Bob and download those. Okay, so we can do this, and we want passive provider and a requester. There's the provider, that's tank cannon shell damage again. We could really do with some better armour. In fact, we don't have any armour on. And there's the requester. You can produce efficiency modules out of both. In fact, let's clear those because we want... And like that. I could upgrade these to assembly machine 3s if I felt so inclined. And there we have it. That is a factory. And that's the blueprint. Right there. We can actually change the blueprint icon. Ooh, signals. That's not what we want there. if you want. I don't know. That, like that. And that will tell us that it's a factory that can produce circuits. Which it is. It's a factory that produces circuits. So what we do is we set this up and requires green and red, and not in that quantity. In that quantity. And produces efficiency modules. And once it has its stuff, it will produce them. And we can put our blueprint in there. It's delivered 200 anyway, hasn't it? Because the robots were already on the move. Yeah, it did. Well, we might as well have it at 200 then. Since they stack to 200. Now slowly produce those. We won't actually need that many of them, so let's connect these up to the logistics network. Then when we have, say, 100, you can start producing. And we'll have you do the same. There. Simple. And that is about our 45 minutes, I believe. Probably a bit longer. We have now a load of iron, which does not seem to be being used very quickly. Which is a problem, because it means we'll stop producing copper. But we have alternatives for copper. Right, so what we need to do next week is speed up the line here. This line is not shifting the iron quick enough. We probably need more blast furnaces, because we've only got 4. And probably more ore processing plants, but we can just shift these up here. Another 4. Process the iron. It's not really a case of the iron ingots being moved quick enough, it's the case of iron ore is not being produced quick enough. But that's fine, we have a steady stream right now. A pretty steady stream. And it's all been boxed off to the point, and greens are flowing again, so it's all good. It should actually sort itself out perfectly fine with the way we've got it. But once we turn these steel furnaces into furnace 2s, or even 3s, which require even more circuitry, or even more modules, then we'll have to increase the amount of conversion we're doing. So, that'll be it for today. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Feel free to leave a comment down below and tell me what you think. Tell me if you think I should just start a new game on the new version of Factorio with Bob's Mod and things like that. Bob's Mod and the changes to Angel's refining and processing and things like that. Angel's chemical is one of the new ones. Now we're processing the ore too quickly. Typical. And other than that, you can just say hi down below. But do leave a like if you enjoyed this episode. You can also share with your friends. It would help me out a great deal, and I'd very much appreciate the gesture if you did one or the other, or both, if you feel like it. And you can subscribe for more. And I shall see you all later.